Universal Crypto News Week. We have a great group here today and many headline news and crypto topics to discuss. With that being said, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only, so please do your own research. This is not financial advice, and we are not financial advisors. As usual, there is a lot to cover. We're going to get right into it, but let me briefly mention a giveaway opportunity. Universal will be giving 20 BUSD, like we did last week, to a new subscriber to our YouTube channel once we post the recording. You can subscribe now, but simply leave a comment with your Discord or Twitter handle once we drop the episode. Okay? So yeah, let's get into it. Good morning, everybody. How's it going, Nat, Ozzy, Adamus? Welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's going well. It's been quite a green week in crypto, so it's I can't complain.
It's interesting to see a pop back to 20 and everyone just like woohoo.
Yeah, well, it's broken. Bitcoin and ETH have broken out of downtrends, like longer term downtrends. So we'll see how long it lasts. I mean, part of it's probably just due to the election, the U.S. midterm elections. The markets always kind of get mini bullish around them.
Definitely. A little bit of a fake out sort of call is what I was thinking.
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people saying probably like 21,000 is probably the number for anyone that's kind of trading or had some holdings. So that's always kind of nice to see. And any projects that are kind of paired to like BNB or ETH or whatever should have a nice little pump because their liquidity pool, the value of their liquidity pool will go up. So
well, there was an interesting story that kind of came with this. The crypto markets also had over 1 billion in liquidations on short and long positions. Most of them were short positions. This was an article mentioned in that chat. So some people did lose money on this, even though it talked a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. There was a lot of the reason why it happened so fast the way it did is because there were so many liquidations. That's kind of the nature of the beast, is as if you, especially when going up, as you hit liquidation points on shorts, it just helps pump the price further because they've got to buy, Yeah. Which is why like ETH did 10% in one day almost. So
the market always does the complete opposite of what the majority think it's going to do as well. It has a tendency to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there was also Bitcoin exchange deposits have reached a 2.5-year low. Volume signals potential net flow volume signals potential supply shock. So it just seems like sensitive to movement because of this.
Yeah, lower supply will end up causing the price to pump.
Awesome. We led with Bitcoin. That always makes me happy. But we can get into some of the headlines here. The first one, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss says she is resigning, and I don't know, can you pronounce this? Is Rishi Sunak? Is that how you pronounce it?
Rishi Sunak, yeah.
To become
he is the new Prime Minister now.
He is the new Prime Minister. God, what a young looking man. And I'll throw one more in, and then you can educate us.
Yeah, by all means.
UK votes in favor of recognizing Bitcoin and crypto as regulated financial instruments. So just kind of some big moves over there across the pond.
Yeah, massive news. You kind of touched on it there. Like we say, it's the youngest Prime Minister we've had for, God knows, in forever, basically. And he was the guy that was looking after all our budgets and everything during lockdown and help with the furlough schemes and that. So he's no stranger to the sort of economics and whatnot. So this is kind of why he's got the job. And there was no one that sort of stood. They had like a little bit of a race to see who's going to be the Prime Minister. But basically, everyone in that party, in the Conservative Party, just didn't bother, and they just knew he's the man for the job, sort of thing.
Is he on the conservative side politically over there?
Yeah. So it's the same party stayed in power for the past few years, but we've had just a leadership change over and over again because loads of different reasons. we've had a ridiculous amount of prime ministers. But the good thing with this guy, if you look on his Twitter, over the past. I think back in April, he was going on quite vocal about cryptocurrencies and about the UK having its own CBDC. So he was kind of wanting to push that himself. This was way back when. So a lot of people think, and again, I think this is what you were saying before about Bitcoin jumping. It was kind of the day he got in power as well. So I think not only have you got the midterms that have helped the entire crypto sentiment, you've got him jumping in, which has been a great thing as well. So
some coming clarity to regulation and
with the
pro
regulations,
cryptocurrency major
it backs it
Western
all
leader.
up. So it's a good play. So I should imagine the sterling as well will start going up as well. I think it has a bit anyway. But yeah.
It's nice to see it's nice to see a pro cryptocurrency leader in a major Western nation bringing some clarity to regulation. Hopefully,
definitely, yeah. He knows what he's talking about on it as well. So it's cool.
I think the whole market's craving clarity.
Absolutely.
So time will tell anyway. So there's one thing him saying this before he's in power. Another thing him actually acting upon it and stuff. So, but you know, he's been quite vocal in the past about it. So, fingers crossed. We'll see.
There's an old saying that I learned in political science. Just there's a difference between rhetoric and reality. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
The next kind of big headlines is Twitter and Elon Musk on 10/25 tells bankers he plans to close the $44 billion Twitter acquisition deal on Friday. And then he updates his Twitter bio to Chief Twit. And Elon Musk reportedly to address Twitter staff on Friday, so that's tomorrow, and was at Twitter headquarters. And then there was this other one that I just want to throw in here. Twitter is developing its own cryptocurrency wallet.
Yeah, that's been in the talks for a little while at least, and was very much bolstered by Elon Musk's kind of rhetoric lately. He just caused Doge to pump and less than 20 minutes ago because there's rumors that Doge will be the currency of Twitter.
Yeah, I can imagine people speculating on that. I don't see why not.
Every single time he kind of posts something somewhat related to Twitter and Doge, it always causes the price to jump.
It's the Elon effect, isn't it? We've all seen it over the past year or two.
I mean, I'm excited about him taking over Twitter personally, but
I couldn't care less, to be honest. I don't like Twitter. I don't use it other than like a little bit for like marketing and checking out new projects and stuff like that, but
I mean, it's a cutting edge platform and he's a cutting edge guy. I mean, I'm curious to see what he does with it.
Yeah, I'm curious as well because I've been using Twitter a lot more, and I've been noticing a lot more projects and people just in the space are using it a lot more too. Like a lot more Twitter spaces are coming up where people are doing, talks or AMAs and stuff over there. So it will be interesting to see what all he does with it for sure. I've already been seeing because I just recently decided to go ahead and get that Twitter Blue thing that how we were talking about it last week. I think it was. Yeah, so that way I can when I make those mistakes, I can go back and edit my tweets and stuff because sometimes when you're doing it fast and you make those mistakes. So I've just recently got the subscription for that, so I'm checking that out and seeing how it is. Got a couple little cool features to it.
You can actually have your NFT verified, so that's how you get like a diamond shaped logo as well. So have a look into that while you got the blue thing.
Yeah, I just seen that too. Yeah, I just seen that too. So I was like, ooh, let me check this out. I'm gonna check it out a little bit later today.
Cool.
Nice. That's very cool.
All right, we can kind of jump into the Fed meetings that are coming up on the 1st. The Fed is set to raise interest rates 0.75, according to the Wall Street Journal. I was looking into it. There's about 90% expectation at 0.75 and like 10% at 0.5. No real expectations for a full point.
Although GDP numbers were really good today.
Yeah, you want to mention that? Like what?
Yeah, so GDP numbers were positive and they were up 2.6 billion over expectation.
Mm,
So, on top of a really good job employment numbers. So it's kind of the market, like the economy is showing that it's strong. It is kind of the big thing that's been showing, and so I a lot of people, it's making a lot of people bullish because if the economy is strong, then things will likely continue. But some some speculation, and I think part of the reason why the market's been so sideways today in particular um, is because they're not sure if that'll mean another, like a potentially higher, like maybe more of a
mm.
80% for 75 point, 10 to 20% for a full point, and then another 10 to 15% for um
Oh, you think
half a point kind of thing.
like a full point is on back on the table,
Yeah,
basically.
because of how strong the economy's been. So
Well, I
they're
saw
kind
a couple of interesting comments. One was from Elon Musk saying that he thinks the recession will last 2024. The other one was, Michael Burry, who I like to follow on Twitter. He was saying that basically his are always a bit cryptic, but just that there'll be kind of a pump through Christmas was kind of
oh,
his
there's always a Christmas rally.
take.
There's
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
always a Christmas rally.
but that may be the overall, the real macro trends or the real issues in the economy are still there. Some things that might point to that are Biden and the strategic, petroleum reserve. He released another 15 million barrels and talking about figuring out a way to release more. He kind of like maxed out on what he could release based on his current authorization or something, but they're talking about, figuring out ways to do more of that. There's Eurozone and UK inflation are record highs over the last 40
Ridiculous.
years.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
like real
just raised
high.
by 3/4 of a basis point today, the Eurobank, which is aggressive for the Eurobank. They've been, at least from my understanding, they consistently will raise like by half a basis point, at least in the recent um past, and they raised by a 3/4 basis point, which is pretty, and it's a bigger move for them than the US. The US tends to be a little bit more aggressive, so
Uh,
it's interesting to see.
there's a couple other kind of tidbits with nation state. The For President Biden's student relief program, it got denied by a federal judge. That's unconstitutional, so that may not happen. I think you were talking about a little bit that might pump some money into crypto.
It
Mhm.
probably would if it happens.
It looks like it may not. Yeah.
If it happens, it will, because people will there's more disposable income, and it tends to be younger generations that are putting money into crypto. So, and they're the ones that tend to have student loan debt. So
Right.
that's kind of that'd be the economic picture if it were to actually go through.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some fears in the. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but also some fears in the real estate market. Average 30-year fixed mortgage rates 7.37%, a new 22-year high. And I forget where I read the headline, was something about potential 20% decreases in housing values. I
oh,
think
absolutely. Housing prices are going to have to come down if interest rates are that high, because no one's going to be able to afford to make the payments.
that sounds kind of it's
You're
big.
It's gonna become a buyer's market. Like, it's been a seller's market for the last, I'd say, 3 years. Basically throughout COVID, it was a seller's market. But more
Yeah.
likely than not, it's already started to shift towards a buyer's market, or a neutral market, let's say. But
Especially if you have cash and you don't have to.
I think come March,
Yeah,
that's when it'll all kick off.
yeah, it's
That's
gonna
that's when
start.
that's when we'll see it fall off the cliff.
Yeah,
it's kind
because
of like a
supply's
lagging
gonna.
indicator.
Yeah, because people don't sell their houses as much through the winter. It's more of
Mm,
a hassle. It's too cold. Um, there's the holidays. There's a lot of holidays in the winter, so people don't tend to want to put their houses up for sale in the winter. And especially if they have kids, like they don't want to move their kids in the middle of the school year. So a lot of houses go up for sale in the spring with the move out date sometime in the summer so that people can there's less holidays, everything, they have more time to move. So supply would likely jump up significantly in right around March, which would make sense for a drop in prices right around there.
Well, that gets us kind of through the macro headlines, big news. There are some nation state kind of regulation news. IRS tax form inquiries about disposal of NFTs for the first time. So IRS may be wanting to tax your gains on NFTs and asking to report it on new tax forms. Watch out for that. Um, this was an interesting one. China orders state banks to buy stocks to contain selling. How big of a story
There-
that? I didn't look
That's
into.
well, not surprising. Their market's been collapsing pretty hard. So I wouldn't
Kind
be
of
surprised.
sounds like they're Fed. It's just like they tell the companies to just buy back. Their version of the Fed, I guess.
Yeah, they're struggling. Their market's struggling a lot, which hasn't helped the macro picture for anybody.
This one a little bit more positive. Japan to allow crypto exchanges to list coins without a screening process. Kind of bullish, a little easier. Bloomberg reports.
That's pretty bullish. I
I
mean,
don't know. Until you
I
get
don't.
shit coins going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like kind of.
Like, it's a bit of both. Like, it's good and bad. Like,
Yeah,
yeah. It's good because it does mean more access
yeah.
and
Less regulation.
yeah. Well, not even just less regulation, but just
Less
there's
red tape.
it's clear. It's like you don't have to get verified to list a coin,
Yeah.
which means okay, more coins are now accessible, etc., etc., etc.
Hmm. This was a fun one. Israeli Stock Exchange will launch a blockchain platform for trading digital assets. So, just a stock exchange and a blockchain kind of coming together for trading cryptocurrencies. Pretty neat. I thought that was a cool story. This one I threw in for stud, although we didn't make it. The South African regulator requests crypto platforms to be licensed before 2023 to operate in the country. See if you had anything to say on it, but
Looks like he's here. He's got his hand up. There he goes.
oh, there we go. Let's go.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Welcome.
All right, man. I don't know nothing about that. This is my first time hearing it.
It's a rare South African shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening?
It was just a post. It was on Watcher Guru, which is so I didn't dig into it too much, but it was a headline: South African regulator requests crypto platforms to be licensed by 2023 to operate in the country.
Oh, jeez, man. I
So it's a
never heard of it.
regulation.
I've heard something about it, but not really like a concrete newsletter or anything of that kind.
that's a quick turnaround as well, really, isn't it? 2023. Did you say?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Oh
because
wow, yeah,
I mean,
that's real quick.
2023 it's like only a few months away.
Yeah, exactly. Better
yeah.
get moving.
Yep.
All right. Well, we can kind of get into the bullish news, everybody's favorite. We start with Tether. They're going to be available across 24,000 ATMs in Brazil starting November 3rd. So it's just around the corner. Another one out of Brazil. Nubank announces plans to launch its own crypto for their rewards program. So rewards. Positive news coming out of Brazil. And what else? We got JP Morgan hires head of digital assets for regulatory policy. So, they kind of talk bad about crypto sometimes, but then they seem to be preparing for its eventuality in real life.
Oh, yeah. Well, this ties into something I was reading today. FidelityDigitalAssets.com are saying 74% of institutions are planning to buy Bitcoin and other digital assets. So it's mega bullish, that.
Yeah, that's pretty big
Yeah.
news. I'm be interested to see if that's right though.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean that's their,
that's
they're
their
looking at it, but
number.
yeah, exactly. But so even if it's 30% of the institutions, that's insane. That's
That's a
trillions under
lot of
management. Yeah,
that's a
so
lot of money.
exactly.
This
Even if
was
it's literally 10%, it'd be fantastic news.
This was 1020 from Flow about Fidelity, which manages 4.5 trillion in assets. Opens access to Ethereum trading for institutional clients October 28th. Maybe that was the one you were talking about.
No, different. So that came out a couple days ago, and then just today, um, this new news about 74% of institutions came out. Just like probably just earlier, just before this call. So it's based on a survey of their clients, from my understanding. So
Yeah.
that's that's kind of like a hinge on. Well, it's 74% of their clients. There's a lot of people that aren't their clients, so um, it's just a limited. It's a limited sample size.
Here I just remembered.
This is another one from a German bank. N26 launches a crypto trading platform to its over 7 million customers. It looks like it's 200 cryptocurrencies and it's going to use its mobile app. Sounds pretty good.
Wow.
Lots of more accessibility, and accessibility means
Yeah, there's money coming in.
yeah, it means more money coming in, or at least easier for money to come in when
And
people have money.
I thought I
Yeah, that's
included.
really good.
Yeah, I thought I included this, but there was a headline about like 18 to 24-year-olds and how like 40% of them want Bitcoin in their savings, moving forward. There's a quote about that. So just people do want it, and then even more so the younger they get. Here's another one. Dubai-based exchange BitOasis partners with MasterCard to offer crypto-linked cards. And Cash App adds support to send and receive Bitcoin via the Lightning Network. Any of y'all use Cash App at all?
No, I don't.
I have Cash App.
Yeah, you use it?
Yeah, I haven't used it as much lately, but I did use it there for a while. I liked it. Like, you need to send somebody money or anything like that, it's super fast. And it has like where you can even invest into things. I haven't checked it out too much. But it does have like, I'm about to look at it right now on the app. Yeah, you can buy Bitcoin, invest in stocks. Like, it has a lot of stuff on here actually. It's got, wow, I haven't been on here in a little bit. It's got a lot more updates on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
there's
can buy Bitcoin. It's got like the little chart thing and everything all right there on it. It's pretty cool actually.
I never use it, but there's a like a YouTube channel. It's called Channel 5 News. If you haven't checked it out, it's pretty interesting. But he's always advertising Cash App. And it's like a generic Channel 5. This guy got his start in a mobile home, just driving around the country trying to interview, like authentic interviews. That's kind of how he started. But anyway, it's interesting. But he advertises Cash App. Check out some Channel 5 News. Nothing really necessarily to do with crypto, but super interesting. Let's see. Coinbase removes commission fees when buying or selling USDC via fiat currency. This was a fun little headline. Crypto is one of the fastest growing areas of interest for English speaking Twitter users. Internal documents reveal. So kind of what you were touching on there, Nat, earlier. Let's see. This one from Flow on 1019. At least 3 million new users have turned to crypto, scrambling to scoop up one of Reddit's collectible avatars. Now Reddit has more NFT wallets than OpenSea. And this was on 10. Yeah, check this out. Wait, there's another headline on 1025. NFT collections
the
are
price
now.
has gone crazy as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What? How did I
Yeah.
miss this on
So
Reddit?
Yeah, Reddit NFT collections are now in the top 10 NFT projects on OpenSea.
Yeah.
Sales volumes top 6.5 million on Tuesday. Yeah, this came out of nowhere.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah. Wow.
yeah, they were free as well. You got them for free, depending
What?
on how long you've been using Reddit and whatnot. I didn't manage to get one yet, so apparently I will be getting
Oh
one
man.
eventually.
And
I've had
But again,
Reddit, but I haven't been on there. I
check
haven't.
it
I just
out.
haven't been on as much. Yeah, I had to check it out. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness! Wow, did
try
I
it
not
was
on
see that
a
reading,
coming.
web browser. Apparently, there'll be like a little, should be like a little icon saying you can get one. But you'll see most
Wow.
people got them.
well,
But this ties into if you've
I'm
got a good
opening my Reddit
community.
account right now to
they're
see.
Yeah,
calling
do it. You never
Man,
know.
I'm over here like I need to pull mine up right now and check it out. What? This is I did not see that coming. Wow. This is
well, one of the
NFTs,
interesting
crypto,
things
everything
about
is in advancing so much. Holy crap. Even on Reddit? Wow.
one
I
of
Okay,
mean,
the,
yeah, this is
they
nuts. Where
well, hang
where
on,
did
one
you
of the,
see
purposely.
you could get it
Yeah,
on
it should
your?
just be on across the top like a little notification.
Oh,
Um,
rip! I don't have one.
but if you think about it,
Oh.
they've always had this facility anyway, haven't they? It's kind of already existed with the little avatars, and you can upgrade them and whatnot. And
well, that's
so
the thing that's really interesting about what they're doing is they're calling them collectible avatars. They are not mentioning NFT anywhere, and that's kind of why it flew under the
exactly,
radar. I think for
Wow.
a
it's
lot of
smart.
DeFi
Yeah,
people.
it's smart.
Yeah, their branding is nothing to do with NFTs.
And
Oh
they've got
wow.
their own currency as well, basically.
Yeah,
I'm not
Like
sure.
like the moons. There's not just that. There's other ones. But like they've got their own kind of got their own wallet. They call it a vault. It's not a real wallet, not a crypto wallet, but it's more or less it's borderline. So they've been doing it anyway. This is the thing. So it's just bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, isn't it?
Well,
It really is.
look into it. We'll keep moving on this. Yeah, that's an exciting one though. Let's see. Switzerland-based SEPA Bank launches NFT custody services. Western Union may launch a crypto exchange and its own crypto token. They're trying to come up from what is it, like horse racing coming around the turn? They're trying to catch up at the last second here, maybe Western Union.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
it's like Blockbuster, isn't it? It's like Blockbuster at
yeah,
the
they're
last
like, no,
minute,
no, no,
trying to bring out a streaming service when they've already died.
no. Let's see. Amazon users will be able to pay for goods through Venmo payment systems, which support transactions with cryptocurrencies. So that's
Solid
it.
option. It's all
Yeah.
good.
That reminds me of kind of a discussion going on in that chat. This gentleman was trying to find ways to take crypto gains and spend it in real life. It seemed like maybe getting an Amazon card is the way to do it.
Oh yeah, I did see them having that conversation about that. I didn't even know that your box and stuff did it that way with the gift cards and everything. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
it was interesting, just
That was
kind of the way to
interesting.
work it. So this is going to involve Amazon and Venmo and cryptocurrency. So maybe it'll get a little easier moving forward.
Yes.
Let's see. Apple has published new rules for crypto applications and NFTs in the App Store. So something to do with if you're producing NFTs, or a project. There's new rules for Apple and their App Store. Might be interesting on the regulation side. Web3 surpasses Bitcoin in Google search. The greatest interest in Web3 was shown in China, Singapore, Nigeria, Hong Kong, and Cyprus. Interesting.
They're all building. All building.
Let's see. This is kind of the last in bullish. Twitter has teamed up with leading NFT marketplace to enable tweet tiles for collectors. Some more NFTs. They just got to get NFTs out of the name, apparently, and it's going to take off.
That's the game.
All right, a little bit of bearish news. I mentioned Elon Musk talking about the recession until 2024. Not too much in bearish. Singapore's monetary authority proposes banning retail investors from borrowing to fund crypto purchases, which may not be a bad thing. And you brought this one up. This is out of Flow. QuickSwap, a DEX on Polygon, was drained of more than 2,000 $220,000 in a flash loan exploit.
Yep.
It's something to do with creating a lot of leverage, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they like take a lot of leverage and then they're able to resell it. But yeah,
It's well, it is what they say. It's they basically get a loan for literally a couple of seconds, so in a flash, to
right.
sort of
And then
work
there's-
on a specific exploit, just to like you say, with the leverage to
and then
rinse it
it's
basically, and
possible
then that
because-
loan gets paid back via a smart contract.
and
on
it's
the next
possible
one.
to decentralize exchanges because of the small liquidity pool, so they can move
Mhm.
price.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm inferring. I don't know 100%, but I
So it's a bit
after
mad.
reading about it, I felt like I understood a little bit more. I didn't quite understand what a flash loan was.
You got to think these guys have got balls to take a loan out that must be like $1 million or $2 million, whatever it is, to work on these exploits to then get 100,000, 200,000 or whatever. So it's kind of on one hand it's fair play, but then on the other hand it's like oof.
Right. It's not like
But then again we'll only learn by people doing this. So and if if the holes are there to be poked and prodded, it forces us to look at it and reevaluate and tighten up security.
Yeah.
So
it's like his own personal bug bounty.
yeah, exactly.
All right. We can start getting into the chain news. Just move right along here. A little bit left over from Bitcoin. Tesla reveals none of their 10,700 Bitcoin was sold in Q3, and they reported revenue, which I think is fairly new for Tesla to be actually reporting revenue. So that's good. Good for them. And they're not selling Bitcoin. I like it. Bitcoin volatility is now lower than the NASDAQ and S&P 500 for the first time since 2020.
Yeah, it's been crazy low. It's been like moving a few bucks sometimes at a time. It's just
Yeah, this was
absolutely
kind of before the last move, though.
yeah.
So that might have changed a little bit, but yeah. Let's see. And we already kind of talked about Bitcoin's price kind of back up at 6-week highs, breaking out of the under 20s. We'll see how it holds up here. Binance had a ton. Binance US adds support for VeChain. And I'll call out for VeChain, not financial advice. Let's see. Binance gains regulatory approval to operate in Cyprus, which was mentioned earlier as one of the countries looking into DeFi, kind of on the list. Twitter. This one was interesting. Binance hires U.S. former FBI agent BJ Kang to head of investigations. And a little too long, didn't read. This agent became known as the most feared man on Wall Street after the Madoff investment crisis and or the Ponzi scheme that he discovered in 2008. And he also played a key role in defending Raj Tarian, a former hedge fund manager who engaged in insider trading. So kind of a high-profile guy to help with Binance deal with U.S. regulation. It seems like kind of the take I got. Like they want to work with it, and they're hiring kind of insiders. The number of addresses holding BNB surpassed 51 million, and this. Binance CEO says the company is investing heavily in DeFi, and I looked into this a little bit. In early October, Binance poured $325 million into 67 projects, such as Aptos and Sui, S-U-I. Along with that, the company has also spent $200 million to invest in Forbes Media Company, and furthermore contributed $500 million in the plan to buy Twitter for Elon Musk. Somehow they're involved with that. So another little bullish sign for Twitter and cryptocurrency. Little tidbit. And this is also from BNB. They have a $10 million fund to help new project with user acquisition and growth. This program, known as the Growth Incentive Program, will initially support 10 projects in the fourth quarter of this year. And it helps them with gas incentives up to 800 BNB. In addition, the individual projects can receive $1 million to cover fees spent on gas, the transaction fees paid. Okay. So they're going to kind of help. You have to apply, and I guess they kind of have to like you as a project, like bringing in new users. I think that's what they want to see. But if you're on Binance and you're bringing in new users, there may be some free money out there for you, like a grant.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. They also said they're getting closer to identifying the person behind the $570 million hack that happened. And Kazakhstan Central Bank to integrate CBDC on the Binance chain. And last one for Binance. Binance enables direct deposits and withdrawals in local currencies for users in Bahrain. So yeah, Binance always seems to be in the news. They do a good job with that. This one from
Yeah,
ETH.
them boys have got it sorted.
Yeah, I mean they're in the mix for sure going forward, as far as I'm concerned. Not financially. Let's see. ETH on 10/19, Ethereum will open withdrawals. This is a report on 10/19. Ethereum will open withdrawals of staked coins no earlier than September of 2023. The staked Ether withdrawal and lower gas fees are some of the developments expected with the next critical improvement for the Ethereum network, the Shanghai upgrade. The testnet version is now live, and developers can now begin working on implementation. So just moving forward kind of with ETH. But I guess if you have staked ETH, you'd be interested in that one. This one for Polygon. Payment service provider BitPay to add support for Polygon Matic this week. XRP. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, just good news.
Yeah. This one, XRP, this is from 10/20. The Hinman documents have officially been turned over to Ripple. And I was kind of looking into over to Ripple from the SEC. What are they? Okay, real quick. Hinman is a former SEC Corporation's financial division director, and in 2018 stated that he believes both Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities. These documents contain his internal SEC communications and early drafts of a lecture he delivered on the topic. So just some news. I guess it's good for Ripple. I mean, it says Bitcoin and Ethereum, but maybe
it could be good for Ripple as well, because Ripple, because of their case, could benefit from any kind of findings that say that they aren't a security, like why they aren't a security. It would help them in their case.
Yeah, the Ripple case getting settled might be a subtle sign that we're at the bottom.
Yeah, but as you said, that like ETH and Bitcoin just started dumping.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying the bottom's in, but yeah. Okay. Moving on. Polkadot founder Gavin Wood steps down as CEO.
That's bad news for.
Well, I looked into it a little bit, and at least to give you his reason. He wants to do more with coding and design and was not really happy as CEO. Didn't feel like comfortable in that position as kind of the front man. But yeah, anyway, not necessarily a good look, like you said, though.
No, it doesn't look good for.
I always thought he liked being the face of it. I always thought he just seemed like the kind of guy he liked being in the spotlight. But hey, fair play.
Yeah, rhetoric and reality, right? Who knows? When they quit, they say, whatever sounds good sometimes. There was a guy who quit as campaign manager, as like family issues, and then a week later, it turns out he was arrested for domestic violence. So, they say one thing, in reality, it could be quite harsh.
Yeah.
Let's see. According to this, we're getting into the DeFi news and rumors now. So kind of wrapping it up here. According to Chainalysis, this is on 10/20, U.S. accounts for 37% of all DeFi activity, followed by 31% in Europe. So
makes sense.
Only lose about 30%, but yeah, there's still big areas. I mean, there's all of Asia and Africa. I mean, those are the ones that seem like growing more with DeFi. So. Let's see, 10/21, Telegram team will launch a platform for selling usernames. It was based on the native blockchain, the Open Network. I know we're not big fans of Telegram in here, but I thought I'd bring it up.
Hey. I've been liking Telegram lately.
You've been liking everything lately, it seems.
Yeah.
I know, right? I've just been getting placed everywhere, and I've been on all of those, but I've just been having to do more work in a lot of those. So I've been coming around and like in Telegram these days a little bit, but it does get with the scams
It
and
gets
stuff
used a
and like
lot, yeah.
yeah, it does. But it can be really good for some projects and stuff. Like I was listening to a live like 2 weeks or so ago. AJ from EMP Money was on. They get 300K, over 300K messages a day just off the Telegram platform. Like that's insane. 300K messages, over 300K messages a day. So, you can have a lot of good exposure and get a lot of
And
reach a
only
lot of different
200K of them are
investors.
scammers.
Huh?
And only 200K of them are scammers.
Yeah, right. But he was saying how they grew it pretty organically. Like a lot of people are super active in there, I guess. I don't know if they're
Yeah.
but
No, I'm only
like
joking.
300K message, yeah. 300K messages in their Telegram a day is insane. Like it's really busy in their Telegram, I guess. I'm
Yeah,
not in there,
it's a
but
lot of it's botted activity. That's the thing.
oh, okay. Yeah, he
Like
didn't
There was
explain that part.
like
there was a
No,
rumor about them
Telegram's got
having a
reputation.
payment spot.
Oh, sorry.
Did you hear about that?
Let's say that
About
again.
Telegram. There was a rumor about Telegram getting a payment spot, like so you can transfer crypto directly to another
Oh,
Telegram user,
yep. I did
Yeah.
see about
which
that.
is
I do not
dangerous.
know about that. That is
which
Oh
is
dangerous.
just
yeah,
gonna make
Oh, no
scamming
way.
easier on
yeah.
Yeah,
You
it
just
just
basically
opened it up for him,
There
basically.
was
yeah.
That's what that did.
just a shout out for JP and Analysis on Chain. They do a lot of good analysis. I've been getting more and more into their work. They were kind of fudding Telegram a little bit. I mean, obviously do your own research, but just simply having their program on your computer as it being a possible issue with security. So, I mean, I haven't looked into it 100%, but anyway, just FYI. I mean, I don't know why Telegram has such a bad. Well, I mean, I guess my
lots
experience.
of scammers,
back-
tons of scammers.
Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
back my own personal experience backs it a little bit, but they do kind of have a rep, that's for sure. So just careful out there.
Yeah, I have like so
and
many
YouTube,
things
careful
shut
out there.
off on there. Yeah, I have so many things shut off on the Telegram just to be safe. Like I
Yeah.
have to use it because I do have to work over there for a couple projects that I work with, but I keep a lot of it turned off. Like you can't message me and stuff like that. And
You need
I
a
have a
you
lot.
need a
I
burner
have
PC.
a secure. Yeah, I have one just for that. Matter of fact.
That's good. That's good. All right, this was a fun one. We can stop bashing Telegram. Interpol launched its own metaverse. The agency explains its action by the fact that the growth in the number of users of virtual world is accompanied by an increase of crimes in them. I just thought that was kind of an interesting little headline. So Interpol in the metaverse. So that's interesting. This one was fun to me. HODLNOT wins is a Twitter handle. HODLNOT wins a case against a self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator, Greg Wright. So there was kind of like some lawsuits going on between those two guys. But basically, it reconfirms the mystery of Satoshi Nakamoto and that it's not Craig Wright. So,
And this is bullish news.
yeah, fun news. But I mean, it's settled. It's a case that's settled. But anyway, if you want to look into it.
Good.
Crypto YouTuber BitBoy says Coinbase and FTX CEOs are devils. I don't know if you saw this like rant he did. Little TLDR: the source of these controversial statements can be traced back to comment section of Sam Bankman-Fried's proposal for crypto regulation. The FTX chief tweeted his thoughts on crypto regulation and attached possible policy standards for the industry. It has language that suggested that crypto assets be deemed as securities and would face delisting from FTX. So I guess that was part of it. But anyway, it was
there's
just
two
an interesting
things with
little
that.
rant if you want to see it. He looked like,
Yeah.
he reminded me, I mean, and I heard someone else tweet it, but he reminded me of like the Alex Jones of crypto. You know, it's just like really animated, really pissed, like foaming at the mouth almost. You know what I mean? But God bless his passion. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to FUD.
Yeah, there's two things with that. It's where the BitBoy's angry because he's not being sponsored by them for his videos, so he's probably salty about that. But the other thing as well, which came to my attention in rumor land, was Sam Bankman-Fried has mentioned his thoughts on wanting to have a stable coin, and he's thinking about launching one in partnership with someone. So whether this is just the
He's
rumor
a
mill,
mover and a
or,
shaker in the space, man, for sure.
yeah, which it ties into everything you've just been saying about the regulation and whatnot. So hey, watch this space.
Yeah.
That's a news
Um,
exclusive.
Well, just a quick little add-on on FTX. Federal court approves a $1.4 billion agreement to purchase bankrupt lender Voyager Digital Assets. That's kind of the last on FTX, though. And then the other ones were Freeway staking platform suspended all withdrawals. Project's
Yeah,
native
well,
token.
that Wealth Mountain, anything Ponzi-ish, like collapsed over the last day and a half, 2 days.
Yeah, those are the three that I heard of. Stable Fund. I'm not in any of these. Stable Fund was just the lockup period scared me too much, and
Yeah,
Freeway. I had heard good things about it, but I had never gotten into it. A lot of it's just like my gut feeling is if I'm not early enough, I kind of just tend to stay away. I know you do that a little bit too, Ozzy. You know,
Yeah.
Horde or something. You're just like, it's not early enough. I'm not gonna play around with it.
well, that's it. That was my entire attitude with Horde. I mean, Horde has, and I'm glad that I did, because they had started having that whole runway issue. So
Yeah, no, that's what keeps me out of a lot of trouble. Is just if it's not FOMOing in, especially with something with Ponzi-nomics. Like if it doesn't really.
I mean, the Freeway thing's a funny one because they were saying they were a regulated company, or they wanted to go regulated with the FCA over in the UK, because they're based in the UK, aren't they? Like I say, I never got into it. I just sort of quickly myself looked at it and just thought it was a bit weird, so I didn't really get into it myself. But yeah, we'll see what happens in the next few weeks with that one.
yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be like yield notes.
Yeah, they'll just lock it up for longer. I mean, this is the thing with everything with DeFi and whatnot. It's becoming more and more like TradFi, because we've done all the wild, crazy APRs. We've done this, we've done that. We've all had our fingers burnt, and now we're sort of growing up. So DeFi is growing up and getting more. There'll be more realistic returns coming and whatnot. So
I hope so.
Yeah.
It's just becoming more and more like traditional finance, which is fair enough, and it'll get regulated, and
Yeah, people are getting more excited about smaller returns, that they're just stable though. Like a lot of
when we say smaller,
the meta with the trading bots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Trading
feels more
bots-
stable.
Yeah, it feels more safe. Like people like, and there's still degens out there, but there's a lot of people that are like going through this bear market that are like, well, I'd rather not gain a lot of money but not lose any money.
Right. Yeah.
So that's kind of the attitude that I've seen a lot more.
Yeah. The main thing is, are you going to make more than it being sat in your fiat bank account? And the answer is yeah. Even at the lowest ROI, APR, whatever, you're going to do a lot better anyway. Even if you just put it in stables and put it in something like crypto.com in or something.
Yeah, Beefy or Beefy Finance.
Whatever, yeah. There's loads of things, yeah. You're still gonna do better than your
USD
bank.
Plus, MDB Plus.
Yeah, there's millions of them. Well, not millions, but there's plenty out there.
Yeah, there's enough instruments out there that you could use.
Well, I'd have to say, good job, guys. We're at an hour. Might be able to keep it under. Ozzy, you wanna talk about anything in terms of Schedule Me or your projects? Just to thank you for coming. Anything you want to shout?
I want to thank everyone for coming. Schedule Me is still kind of grinding along. I just actually met on Tuesday with. I had to hire a new front end developer. My old one was not particularly strong, and so we're looking at really updating the front end so that the sign up process is that much easier. And we're in discussions with Cardinal House to integrate crypto payments as we do the overhaul of our front end. So two little pieces of news for people that are interested. So appreciate everyone that tuned in.
Yeah, thanks. What about you, Nat? You have anything you want to call out? Just thanks for coming, and I know you're working on tons of different stuff. Anything you want to mention today? By all means.
Oh man, yeah. There's so many different things. Let's see, what
You
can
can just bring
I
up you can just bring up Nat Chat and be like, find out about it all over at Nat Chat.
Oh yeah, you guys can come over and find out everything over at NatChat. I'll be
Just
announcing
in case
some
everyone
things
doesn't
here
know
soon.
who you are, and the leader over at Nat Chat, the queen of Discord over here. Check out the
Yes,
Nat Chat community.
working my way up, hopefully, to the queen of crypto, DeFi. You know, when you think of the space, you'll think of my face. You know, positive. I'm trying to work my way into something like that. I also am getting my YouTube channel together. That's like coming super, super soon. Like, I know everybody's been waiting. They've been waiting and waiting for me to go ahead and get on with it, but
Well, the hype.
I'm finally going ahead and getting on with it. I will be having that coming up in like the next couple days is what I'm shooting for. So that's going to be what's going to be getting announced here soon. And then also there's a lot of other things that are going to be coming to NatChat as well. Just a lot of things coming.
That's pretty good alpha right there. And the
Cool.
YouTube channel
Yeah.
coming from Nat Chat. Heads up.
Yes,
I like it.
yes. I can't wait. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. But since I've been doing all these with you guys, it gave me some practice, so I'm feeling ready.
That's awesome. Yeah, we can maybe film the show like on your YouTube channel at some point.
Yes. I was gonna ask that. I was gonna see if you guys were down to do something like that. Even go live on there, or I just was gonna see if you guys were up for it. Actually,
Yeah, we could. I think that'd be pretty fun. We could
Yeah,
try doing the live
We
right
have
on
face
YouTube.
masks.
nice. Okay, good. I'm so glad you guys are up for it because it's kind of like the way I'm going with my channel as well is like doing like some news things as well as just kind of just anything, even podcast style stuff. Just gonna randomly go live sometimes and just have conversations and bring people on and stuff like that. So I think it'll be really, really good if you guys come over there with me.
Yeah.
The invite, yeah.
Thanks for the invite. I'd
fun.
definitely be game for it.
Yes, good. I'm so happy to hear it. Yay.
What about you, Adamus? I know we were talking a little bit with Stud about the trading bots. I don't know if we should tease anything about that.
He's in the audience. Maybe if he wants to say anything. I didn't know whether we should bring it up. I was kind of thinking about bringing it up before, but
Yeah,
we kind of went into it. But hey, yeah, he's raised his hand if you want to
a little bit.
bring him in.
Yeah, I just invited him to speak.
Cool. Yeah, so I nearly dropped some alpha, but I thought, we'll let the big man. You're muted, by the way. It's good.
I don't know. While we wait to see if he comes up to drop a little alpha for Universal, I will say just thank you everyone for coming. Special thanks to Ozzy, Adamus, Nat. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on. Makes it fun every time. We are doing a little giveaway, $20 for new subscribers. So all you got to do is when this video drops, be a subscriber and drop your Twitter handle and Discord name, and we're going to give out $20. So, and I'll contact you.
Can I do it? Can I get the $20?
No.
Yeah, I could use the $20. This
No.
is
If
What
you
about the
subscribe
tip?
on YouTube with a different
No.
channel, you can get it.
You're giving it out.
Make an alt account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got like 4 alt emails, so
Yeah, at least you
There you
gotta
go.
like go through those hoops to do it. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you also have to make an alt Discord name. So
I've
Oh.
got like 3 alt discords because I
Jesus
had them for
Christ.
testing schedule
Oh.
only. So
So you're already ready. Okay, I see.
I I just tag myself my multiple Twitter accounts when I for contests sometimes. To see if you win those Twitter contests, you know, tag 3 friends,
Oh my god.
tag my 3 alts.
I
It's
did
insane.
the same thing for these
Genius. Genius.
DC Comics NFTs that they did about a year ago that were free. I made about 4 different Twitter profiles, and I got loads of them, loads of random names, and I just kept tagging myself and getting loads of notifications on my phone, and it went a bit crazy. Multiple personality disorder.
God, that sounds hilarious, but
Man.
also pain. It is. I will say it is painful trying to get it all set up for.
Yeah, they were good NFTs, to be fair.
Yeah, and it is the rarity factor in like getting everything set up.
Plus Batman, so cool.
Yeah.
So Stud, do you want to mention anything about the trading bots while we got you on?
Yeah, I mean, with the trading bot, like it's been doing very well. For the investment that we took already, we on 2x that.
Awesome.
So that's the first part, and we are going to open up for individual investors and also for like projects to kind of like invest in it. But we're working on the front end right now, so that's what's left for that. After that's done, we're probably gonna make a few announcements about how that is going to work and stuff like that. But we're trying to finish the front end first.
That's awesome. Do you want to
Yeah.
kind of speculate a little bit on what the rewards, like what the ROI is like on the bot monthly or whatever? If for people, for
I'll
those
say
who are
monthly
interested.
now. Say monthly now we'll go with like 20 to 25%, 20 to 25%.
That's not
We
bad.
we do make more, but just to be safe, 20 to 25%, because we want something that's going to be consistent. So we don't know how the market can shift, but yeah, we think 20 to 25% we can do that.
Okay, that's pretty
Monthly, that
good.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
And it ties into what we were saying before about having realistic returns rather than these crazy APRs and whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, I
something
mean,
realistic. Much better
Yeah.
with something realistic.
Still
Then that
something
lasts.
amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
well, it's a
Yeah, 'cause-
realistic.
yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
yeah, that's it. That's it. No, you can go ahead. Yeah, that's all the
Okay.
alpha I have for this week.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
want
it.
great
Yeah,
alpha.
it's nice to see realistic. We also have a track record for people to look into, and I'm looking forward
Exactly,
to
yeah.
opening it up for individual and projects. Looking forward to getting that nailed down and talking about that in the future. But again, thank you everyone for coming. Thanks for coming in, Stud, today. It was nice to have you and everyone who attended. And new subscribers, $20 BOST giveaway. So drop your Discord or Twitter handle. And thanks everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Thanks for having us.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Always a blast.
All right. I
Always a
stopped the
blast.
recording. Yeah, it's good fun, guys. Thank
I
you.
love it. You guys, I just love being here with you guys. I don't know if you know, but it like makes my entire week, month, whatever. I just love coming on here with you guys. I love doing this, and I hope that you have me back again because I
Oh,
just love it.
you big charmer.
I look forward to it. I really do. I enjoy it so much.
Oh, yeah, we enjoy having you. Look, I can't even talk now. We enjoy having you on as well.
I just love you guys.
There's just while I've got you on as well, I was going to mention before when you're going about YouTube. Have you already got your YouTube channel set up yet?
I'm in the middle of setting it up, so I guess like you got
Oh, cool, cool,
It's a
cool.
whole new world. It's a whole new world for me, but
No, that's cool. Just because they brought something out literally the other day, and they sent an email about it today, going about, and this is very basic, like, and I don't know why they haven't done this earlier, but now you can choose your YouTube handle, so at
Ooh.
Natchat or whatever. So you want to make sure you get that
nice.
personalized URL straight away. So just get in and just
Oh.
save it, because it ties into what we were saying before about people selling Telegram usernames and whatnot. So
Yes, I
you
Okay, I'm gonna get on that immediately.
you want to make sure you secure it, and once you've got it,
Yes.
I think you can change it again in the future. But yeah, just make sure you do it because you don't want someone else nicking it.
Yeah, right.
Like I
Thank
was
you so
thinking of
much.
going on and opening up, making a load of channels and just getting like Nikes and Adidas and Elon Musk and all this.
Nice.
But again, I've got enough profile set up on my Twitter.
I will definitely thank you for that because I was gonna
Yeah,
work
so
on it
just have a
this
look.
evening.
So if you just Google YouTube handle, it's like I
Okay.
say, it's a brand new thing for him, which you would have thought they'd have done it years ago, but
Right.
it's and then you could just put that on all your socials and get people going to
Nice.
your
Yes,
site
that's what I
easier.
want. I'm
Yeah.
trying to decide if I should have it be like the Nat Chat thing or if I'm just gonna go with the Lady Boss Nat thing. I can't. I'm not 100%.
Shorter and simple is better, so I'd say
Yeah.
Natchat. I don't know.
Okay.
We could talk all day about YouTube. And
I know,
unfortunately, I
right?
don't have all day because I've got some food that's just arrived, which is very
Ooh.
late. Well, when I say just, it's about 20 minutes ago. But
Well, we
if you want a
definitely
hand
have
with the
to
YouTube
talk.
stuff,
Yeah.
get inboxes and I'll send you over some stuff. What
Okay.
any
Awesome.
help that I can. Not I'm saying I'm any good at it, but I know a bit about it anyway. So,
Awesome.
but
Thank
yeah,
you
with
so
the
much.
name
I really
thing,
appreciate that.
yeah, with the name thing, you want your branding across all platforms. So whatever you
Right.
think your main branding is, which in my head I think it's Natchat. But if you want to go with the Lady Boss Nat, that's the.
It's
You
interesting
just
I mean, because you're kind of crypto focused. Like none of them really say anything kind of crypto-y. I don't know if that matters for YouTube. I'm just throwing it
well,
out.
exactly, and that's another thing. Like whether you want to pigeonhole yourself as a crypto channel, or do you just want to be? Oh yeah, if you just went with Lady Nat or sorry, Natchat
Yeah.
or Lady Boss, it's not really a crypto name, is it? So I wouldn't. So when people put like say Nat Crypto, it's always going to be that, and it'll get in any algorithm, it'll get logged into that. So
If you can't
Oh,
decide
yeah, I
between the
didn't
two
think of
names,
that.
maybe there's a new name waiting for you out there.
well,
Yeah, that's
exactly, yeah.
yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
know
God I
it's
had you guys.
cringe. I know it's cringe to be like, oh, you're a brand, but you do. If you're doing it, you might as well start as you mean to go on. You don't want to, get 6 months down the line and have to like chop and change usernames and
Yes.
do this and that.
Yeah.
And I'd even go and set up a Snapchat, set up a TikTok, all with the same, at Natchat or whatever
Yeah.
on absolutely
And
everything.
right now, I do have all of them are Lady Boss Nat right now, just because that's what I've always
Right.
used.
If that's
But
easier, yeah. I know you can sometimes change them, but so you probably want the at Lady Boss Nat for your YouTube one as well, so it's all uniform then.
yes. But now you
Yeah.
got me thinking because like the crypto stuff, but I do know that I want to talk about other things too, but I know like majority probably will be crypto. So I got some
But you
thinking
never
to
know.
do for
You might branch off and find certain videos people want to hear you talk about. I don't know, things
World
happening
peace.
in your life, or you will be. I don't know. Yeah, anything.
Yeah, there you go.
Spicy
Yeah.
chip. You could have a chip channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. So just food for thought. That.
Yeah, I'm
And
definitely gonna
speaking of
reach out
food,
to you guys. We'll definitely have to talk about this because I definitely want to second opinion, some extra opinions and some help if you guys don't mind.
yeah,
Help me
no
out a little
problem.
bit along the way. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I respect you guys' opinions and stuff a lot, so
Cool.
definitely we'll be hitting you guys both up about that.
Right, well, I'll speak to you all soon, and everyone in the audience, cheers for listening. It's been a bloody pleasure. I'll see you soon.
See y'all soon. Chat soon.
Ah,
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
All right, see ya.
See ya.